Hello, collective. This is your girl, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this exclusive live where I am going to be giving away free yes or no questions. That's right, absolutely free. All you have to do is put hashtag Q with your questions in the chat, and I will answer any question that I feel drawn to. The only thing you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you put hashtag Q so that way I know it's an actual question and I will answer a few questions live. Now, of course, we are just now getting started. So there's going to be a lot of people that come through on this live. So go ahead and drop your questions early and often. If I do answer one of your questions, do know that's it. Only one question. But if you want to get a guaranteed question answered, you have to make sure that you go ahead and send a super chat of $9.99 or more. So for people that have a dying yes or no question, that's what we're doing. But for those that want to go ahead and risk it and just drop hashtag Q into the chat, then you will be one of the people that I'll consider. So it's all about consideration. As you guys are watching this live, don't forget to hit the like button if you guys would like me to do some more free giveaways like this. And that's only if you want me to do it, because of course, I only do stuff that my subscribers want me to do. This is y'all's channel. I'm here to just give you guys the messages that you need to hear. Before we begin this reading live, I'll go ahead and begin by blessing the deck, and then we'll begin. Divine spirit guides and ancestors, please protect me and my viewers as I tap into the divination of tarot, removing all negative energies sent to me and my viewers. It's now welcome here. We return all negative energies to the sender tenfold. May the sacredness of this tarot reading and the intuitive downloads coming through bring the clear and concise messages my viewers need to hear. Thank you. Amen, amen. All right, as we wait for more people to come on in, I'm going to just do a quick little collective read just to see whatever comes out. But again, you do have to be subscribed to the channel to be considered for this free yes or no. And just keep the questions going because I am not going to scroll up, y'all. I am not scrolling up. So just keep it going until you're called. And if you want to make sure that you get a guaranteed reading, again, you send a super chat of $9.99 or more. All right. So let's see. What message does the collective need to know right now, Spirit? Happy Black Friday, everybody. I see we have Dorella here. We have Yvette, Yasmin. Hey, Yasmin. We have 85 Taurus. Hello, hello. Spirit, what does the collective watching this video now or the recording need to know? We have the moon in the reverse. The Empress in the reverse. The Page of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Tower in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you guys, you need to move past a situation where you're getting lack of cooperation. You're putting in way more effort than what you actually deserve. You know this, but you're fighting this internal battle because of fear. Fear of breaking free, fear of, getting rejected, or in some case, fear of being on your own. Okay, so building up your confidence is going to be key in this process. Some of you guys may need to navigate through this by reaching out to others for help. Let's see if we can get some more on what this could be about. Yeah, it keeps talking about Three of Pentacles in reverse, where it's like some issues, some conflicts with someone else or a group of people that are just not being a good supporter. So this could be a relationship. This could be people at work. And you're like, why are these people giving me a hard time? I'm a good partner. I'm a good worker. I do all the right things. I think Spirit wants you to know that it's not your fault. Sometimes we have to look at people for who they are. We have to accept them for who they are. And just because someone isn't honoring you, respecting you, and meeting you with the level of dignity and fairness that you deserve, you can't blame yourself. But you also have to find the strength to walk away or pull your energy back. I think the biggest blockage in all of this is lack of focus. Lack of focus on the details, lack of focus on what is happening in your world. Spirit really wants you to really focus on paying attention to the facts and using what you know about these situations in your life that you're going through, whether this is love or if this is your career, and allow yourself to embrace it and say, okay, well, Spirit, I see you revealing to me that this is not working. This is not what I need. I deserve better. I need better. So I need to let this go. Let these people go. Let this person go. Even though I really love this person or care about these people, it's not serving me. Every experience is a spiritual lesson. And when we say that, we're talking about learning more about yourself and these people. So if you were to reflect back and think about all the pain, all of the things this person did not give you, what can you learn from that experience? That's what Spirit wants you to think about, because there definitely was some betrayal here in some type of way. So again, if it's a love situation, Spirit is telling you, collective, really evaluate that and say, even though this person hurt me, I was just in a very vulnerable state. And I allowed myself to drop my guard and be a part of an experience that just wasn't really aligned with what I needed. And that's okay. That's all right. I just need to do better. And that's what I'm getting here. You just learning like the lesson, the spiritual significance, and looking at it through that lens instead of beating yourself up. Yeah, because you're definitely hurt by the injustice. You're hurt by the devastation, the backstabbing, the thing that this person has done to you, you know? So yeah, you have to be careful that you don't let these people continue to take advantage of your kindness and your sweet giving spirit. Only give it to those that deserve it. That's the key message. Anything else the collective needs to know before we start this Q&A session with the subscribers of the channel? Yeah, with the Ace of Wands in the reverse to the Emperor in reverse, some of you guys are really moving your ass and not taking control of the situation because you don't want to have to deal with the pain of letting go and breaking free. I'm here to tell you, collective, you got to get over it. You got to get over it. Just do it. You know me, my sarcasm. But no, I think there's something very significant about how hard it is. And this is not easy. It's not exciting. It's really a hard transition, but it's so necessary if you want to take your life to the next level, if you want to level up, if you want to evolve, if you want to grow, if you want to experience better for yourself. So I feel like you kind of are just in this space of, it's not serving you, but some of you are either staying in it because it's convenient and it's lack of confidence and strength, and you feel like, it's familiar, so I'm stay doing it, or you are actually walking away, but you're still thinking about going back to this person. Shame on you. Shame on you. Those are the messages that Spirit wants you to hear. Let me know if it resonates. All of you watching that resonate with this reading could have air sign energy in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You can also be a Aries. You can also be a Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm getting all that coming through. Doesn't have to be, but that is a big part of what we have here. So good luck to you, collective. Let's get started. Let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Hit the like button, y'all, for this free Q&A session. Yes and no questions, please, only. Put hashtag Q in front of your question. Keep the questions going because I will not scroll up. I will not scroll up. But the first person we have is Cassandra. Now, stay on the live. I will not timestamp these readings, so you do have to stay on the live to hear your question answered, okay? It's going to be a lot of people I'm answering tonight, and I don't want to, I'm trying to get as many people as I can within this session today. So be still active on the live to get your question answered. All right, Cassandra. Hey, boo. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, love. Cassandra says, Mika, I took your advice and began to connect with others again. Yay! I'm so proud of you. Yeah, and reached out for support to unpack. I'm so proud. And it feels better. I bet you feel more at ease and more at peace. And I'm excited for you. That's such good news. All right, your question is, since being blocked, has JG text? Okay. So you have blocked JG. Okay. You blocked JG and you want to know, since he has been blocked, has he text to you, Cassandra? Spirit, tell me about JG. JG connected to Sandra. Has he been texting her? He's been thinking about it, but the answer is no. He hasn't. He's been thinking about it. He's been tempted to, but he hasn't done it yet. Can you tell me why he hasn't done it? Because he feels like it's going to be another cycle of issues between you two. And he's just not interested in you like that with the 7 of Cups in reverse. You know, it's kind of like he feels like, what's the point? I know that's harsh. But I'm just telling you, he's like, what's the point? Because this isn't going to go anywhere. This is just a fling. This is just for fun. I don't really care about this. You know, 4 of Cups also represents boredom or disconnect or just kind of blah, you know. So it's kind of like, I don't even know if that's something I even want to entertain. So no, but he has thought about it with the 4 of Swords. He has thought about it. And why is he thinking about it? Why is he even thinking about that? Just want to know where you stand. He's a bit confused as to why you haven't reached out to him or haven't tried to chase him, or, you know, it's kind of like, well, maybe I should reach out to, because I haven't heard from her in a while. But what's the point? Yeah. All right. There we go. Cassandra, stay on that path, baby. Stay on that path. You're going in the right direction. If you're just now joining the live, welcome to all of my beautiful, beautiful, amazing souls of the channel. It's time to select the next person ready for a yes or no question. Let's get it. Dorella. Hey, Dorella. How you doing, Dorella? You were the very first one on, so I feel like it's only right for me to honor you and go ahead and answer your question. Your question, Dorella, is, will TL be reaching out to you in December? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me about Dorella's person. TL. TL, the person that's on Dorella's mind, TL. Will he be reaching out to Dorella in December? We have the Fool in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the answer to your question is maybe. He's hesitant to do it, but he wants to, and it's all for selfish reasons, okay? He wants you to continue to give to him. I don't know what you're offering, but it looks like he definitely wants to continue to receive whatever you are offering him with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. But you're avoiding him in some type of way. So he's taking his time. Yeah, because it's also a turnoff, the fact that you're avoiding him. So it's almost like a kind of a payback for him in some type of way. I hope that makes sense. He's trying to pay you back. You're giving him a difficult time. So fine. You want to treat me like that? I'm not going to be trying to chase you, Dorella. But I am curious. Are you going to still treat me the same way you've been treating me in the past? If you are, we could talk. You're very welcome, Dorella. Thank you so much for being an amazing subscriber of the channel. Good luck to you. All right, people are trickling on in. Happy Black Friday. If you would like for me to answer your dying yes or no question, hashtag Q in the chat with your question. Keep the questions coming, guys, because I'm not scrolling up. However, if you send a super chat of $9.99 or more, you'll get a guaranteed question answered live, but it has to be a yes or no question. All right, let's do this. All right, Pisces S7I, one of our amazing Soul Tribe members. All right, you want to know, are they hiding secrets if reaching out? Okay, are they hiding secrets? So Pisces S7I, Spirit, tell me about Pisces S7I. The person that's on Pisces S7I's mind, this person, are they hiding secrets if reaching out? We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Tell me about this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Okay. So yes, this person is hiding a secret. The only reason why this person will be reaching out is because they're going to be leaving someone else to come towards you. Yeah, a lot of people here. I don't know who you fall into the category of. I guess you're this Empress in the reverse. This person looks at you as someone who's very gullible and very anxious and codependent. And so he is definitely, he or she, whoever this person is, Pisces S7I, is entertaining someone else. But it seems as if, you know, this Queen of Wands in reverse is carrying a lot of the weight. And it's making this person get a little frustrated. So I'm sure this Queen of Wands is having some issues with your person. And it's causing your person, as this Knight of Swords in reverse, to run. You may be dealing, Pisces S7I, with someone who was an avoidant. I'm getting like an avoidant attachment style when things get difficult. Does this person run? If so, they're doing this with this other person, and you will be probably the first person they reach out to. But they will never tell you about this Queen of Wands in the reverse. So beware. All right. Good luck to you. I hope that helps. All right, let's get some more questions, guys. More questions. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with Is that Nietzsche sketch? Is that Nietzsche sketch? I probably said it wrong. But your question is this new connection worth exploring? All right, so you found someone new. You're curious about it. Let's see. Nietzsche sketch. Is it worth exploring? Yes, the Fool. The Fool and the Seven of Cups. So it is worth exploring, but Spirit is saying keep your options open until this person actually gives you a solid offer. Why is that? Because I think there's definitely going to be there's going to be some issues that may arise in this situation that may not align to your values. And you may regret it later if you don't keep your options open. So I would say take your time, see what this is about. What is these issues arising about that Nietzsche needs to know about? About a relationship. I think this may be someone that's a little bit scared of commitment. And so they will kind of string this thing along, probably longer than what you expect. And that's why Spirit is saying, even though this person may actually be worth starting a new chapter with, it's definitely a risky business because it all depends on how long you're willing to wait for that love offer. All right. Good luck to you, Nietzsche sketch. Keep those options open. Keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. It's just an interview process. Nietzsche says, oh yes, this is excellent advice. Thank you, Mika. You're very welcome. Remember, ladies, we're just dating, getting to know these people out here. We are not sleeping with them. We're just hearing what they have to say. Close your legs. Because once you give it to them, they gonna leave you because they gonna put you in a category as being a hoe. Not to say you are, I'm just saying to the collective. That's how it goes. It's unfortunate, but the longer you wait, the better. And I see a lot of the ladies saying, yep, they agree. Thank you so much for playing along and having a good sense of humor. All right, let's get someone else. Don't forget that we have guaranteed questions answered today for $9.99 super chat. So if you want me to guarantee answer your question, you have a dying question, you're like, you know what? I ain't trying to wait. I want to make sure that Mika answers my question because I am the real deal, y'all. I'm really the real deal. So do not sit there and just keep putting hashtag Q with your question. And then I end this live and you don't even get your question answered for the almost free 99. So go ahead and check that out as an option if you can afford it. Only $9.99. All right, next person. Let's do it. Keep those questions coming, guys. I'm not scrolling up, so keep the chat flowing, and I'm going to pick the question that I'm drawn to. All right. If you do get your question answered, I will not be able to answer another question from you unless you send a super chat. Okay. All right. Next person is we have Anessa. Hey, Anessa, how you doing? Anessa want to know, will L break no contact with me? Will L break no contact with you? Let's see. Spirit, tell me about Anessa. Anessa's person, L. Will L break no contact with Anessa? We have the moon in the reverse. And then we have the 10 of wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the page of swords in reverse and the 8 of swords. The answer is not right now. L right now is suffering from fear, scared of what would happen if L were to break no contact. That is a setback. And it has a lot to do with this person just thinking the worst. So L would rather watch you from afar, stalk you, keep tabs on you, instead of actually reach out. Why the Ten of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, taking accountability and having to put in the work is just, it's really hard for this person. So they rather just kind of stay to themselves, focus on themselves, and just kind of ignore it. Not really deal with it right now. Not a priority, not on L's priority list right now. All right. Sorry. All right, let's get someone else. Anessa says, thank you so much. You're very welcome, love. If you're just now joining the live, welcome. Put hashtag Q into the chat with your question and I'll answer the question I'm drawn to. If you would like me to answer your question, guaranteed, it'll be a $9.99 super chat or more, and I will be sure to answer it guaranteed live. Porsche, hey boo, how you doing? All right, Porsche, let's get your question answered, love. Good to see you. You want to know, will there be any reconciliations coming your way with any exes soon? All right. Spirit, tell me about Porsche. Porsche and her love life. Will any of her exes be coming her way soon for a reconciliation? Porsche Williams. Okay, we have the Magician in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Cups. The answer is no, not right now. I think there's definitely something about this person, these people kind of fearing what it would take to make this thing work out in their favor. It would require them to manipulate you, lie, deceive, and all that. And right now, they just don't feel like they have what it takes with the Two of Cups in the reverse to break this no contact, to build the trust, to get you to believe in the illusion of the happily ever after, which could have been some of the issues in the past. You could have been dealing with people who are very deceptive, liars, manipulators, and such. Tell me about this Magician in reverse. This is how this person, these people or person makes it work that I'm picking up on. Yeah, it's like they would have to manipulate you in order to fix the betrayal that they caused in the first place. So whenever you're dealing with someone who is manipulating and they get caught or they get called out or they feel like you're on their tail, you know what they'll do? They'll take some time off to regroup and rethink to come in with a better tactic. But there's something very significant about this person feeling like it's going to take a lot for them to be able to convince you. And also it's going to take a lot to kind of keep you to be invested or get their attention. So there must be something about you, Porsche, that kind of knows when people are on some BS. You may be intuitive, or you may just have a gut feeling, or you may have even told this person a lot of things that made them realize you're not a fool. And it makes them a little intimidated by you. Anything else she needs to know about these people, why they're not reaching out? Yeah, I think there is also like a resistance to change. And with you being this Queen of Swords with this expectation and you being very direct on what you need them to do, they're not willing to do that. And so that adds an extra layer as to why this person would be very scared to contact you, because they know they would have to change. They can't come in with the same playbook. So I think you made a good choice by disconnecting from this energy. It's very toxic, very low vibrational, very deceptive. And I think they're doing you more help than harm by staying far, far away. All right. Good luck to you, Porsche. Good to see you, love. All right. We're going to keep this party going. Let me know if it resonates, Porsche. If you're just now joining the live, welcome everyone. This is an exclusive Black Friday special. yes and no questions for all of my beautiful subscribers for absolutely free. But I'm only picking the questions that I feel drawn to. So if you have a dying question on this live, go ahead and drop it into the chat. Hashtag Q. Also hit the like button if you're enjoying me to do more free readings like this. If you want to get a guaranteed yes or no question, all you got to do is send a super chat of $9.99 or more with your question, and I will answer it priority first. All right, here we go. Let's pick someone else. All right, let's see. All right, let's do Yvette Braggs. Yvette Braggs. Hey, Yvette. Yvette wants to know about David. You want to know, does David want to reconcile with you? All right, Yvette Braggs. Let's see. Let's see what's up with David. Dorella wants to remind everybody to make sure to hit the emojis on the side of the screen to help with the YouTube algorithm so others can come view this live stream to get these messages that they need to hear. Thank you, Dorella, for the support, love. I appreciate it. All right. Tell me about Yvette's person. Tell me about Yvette's person, David. David, the person that she was in a relationship with. Does David want to honestly and truly reconcile with Yvette? We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Five of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. You know, this person is very sneaky. They're very sneaky. They keep a lot of secrets that they feel shamed about. I don't know if you found out about these secrets. It may have something to do with third parties. And they know, like, if you and them were to reconcile, there are going to be some issues. There are going to be some expectations. You see that? Very sneaky, very deceptive. Even before I pulled the card out, I felt this in this person's energy. They're no good. So if they do reconcile with you, Yvette, please understand you're going to be in a third party situation. Can you tell me about this Three of Cups? Okay. Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this person operates in the Knight of Wands energy. Very much a player. Very much someone that's not very on the up and up. And you're right. Yvette said, yes, I thought he was very sneaky. He is. He's very much a sneaky individual. Very charming. You know, the Knight of Wands, let me tell you about this David guy. This David guy is very fun. You know, you get around David and you kind of get a little weak. And you get excited and you have a good time and it's just amazing. But David ain't no good. Let me tell you about David. But you as his Queen of Swords, you done told his ass, listen, you got to have to get right. And that's the thing he knows. That's where the conflict's going to come in because he doesn't want to have to change. And that's going to be a problem. And what does he want to change? What is the fighting going to be about? The deception. So your intuition was spot on. You have dodged a bullet, Yvette. Stay far away from this one. He ain't no good. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Good luck to you, boo. Let's keep this party going. Yvette says, so accurate, Mika. I did tell him he had to get it right with me. There we go. Thanks, Mika. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it first. I'm the real deal. Also, don't sleep on my buy one emergency reading. Get one absolutely free. That special is going on until midnight. Until midnight tonight, my Black Friday sale. So if you have missed out on the opportunity to book your free emergency reading, you got to get it. You got to get it, y'all, because once we sell out, by midnight, that's it. And it's one of those offers that I don't do often because it's extra work for me for a steal. And so I want to make sure that everybody is aware who are very interested in needing a dive deep confidential reading. And if you're that person, I just put the link into the chat, okay? Buy one emergency reading, get one free. You can also find this information on my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, okay? So check it out. Let's continue with the read. Thank you all so much for being here. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, hit the little emojis on the side, hit those hearts, hit those 100. Show your love, show your love. Tap, 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 tap. Tap the screen. Hashtag Q in front of your question and keep the questions going. Keep the questions going because I won't scroll up. Okay. All right, Awesome Blossom. Awesome Blossom ain't playing with y'all. Awesome Blossom, boo, I got your question. Yes, I love the energy. She gonna give me this free reading today. I'm with it. Hey, heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Awesome Blossom, let's do this. You want to know, will A reach out to me in the near future? All right. Let's look at it. Let's look at Awesome Blossom's person, spirit. Awesome Blossom's person. Will A reach out to Awesome Blossom in the near future? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Six of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the answer is this person, if they do reach out, they're not changing. They're doing the same thing that they've been doing. The only time that they're going to come back is when they kind of feel like, okay, I feel like Awesome Blossom is silent a little bit too long and things are not going too well for me in my life. So let me reach out to Awesome Blossom just to do an energy check-in, just to see if they'll fall for my deception. The thing about A that you may not be aware of is A is quite the wordsmith. And I think what kept you engulfed in this connection, Awesome Blossom, is there's a lot of things that he would say that probably wasn't honest. It was like everything you want to hear, or he will come in with everything you want to hear. Yeah, he's going to say, I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to provide. I'm going to protect. King of Pentacles. That's the energy he's going to give off. But I think also what you need to know is this is kind of like a man that kind of puts a lot of value on his money, his stability. And I think that's more of a priority in his life than really love. Let's see, what is this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Yeah, he'd just rather be single or be alone. He's not really the kind of person that really wants to be with you. He would be a time waster. He's more focused on himself and what he can benefit. And so if you can offer him something that kind of helps him get towards whatever kind of goals he's trying to accomplish in his life, cool, you can be a part of that experience with me. But what I need is to focus on what I got to do. So that love-ish, that ain't the priority. And you're dodging a bullet. Okay, this person deep down with the Two of Cups to the Ten of Swords, if you go towards a relationship, it's going to be a betrayal because this person's going to tell you everything you want to hear to kind of keep it going. And it's going to hurt you in the end because you're going to find out that this person really isn't about the lovey-dovey stuff that you're looking for. Yeah. Awesome Blossom says, so true. Yeah. So I wouldn't be looking for it. If anything, as soon as that person contacts you, block. Yeah, whatever this bad karmic cycle that you are a part of with this person, it's going to be on repeat. So just know this person is not changing. They have not done no work. They're all about themselves. I'm also getting, I don't know if this is somebody who is very independent, kind of does their own thing. That's what I'm getting from them. They kind of like to do their own thing. They like to move at the beat of their own drum. They don't like to be held accountable or told what to do. And that's not a team effort. Yeah. Awesome Blossom says, yes. I hate that. You know, that's irritating. Seriously. So if you're watching this and you dealt with somebody like that, they're not ready for a relationship. Those type of people need to be alone. Because love is a selfless act, meaning you give portions of yourself to others in return of them giving portions of themselves to you, whether it's their love, their time, their energy, their resources. Love is about giving and receiving, not just taking. Okay, we got a lot of selfish people out here. Y'all got to beware of these fools. Don't let these people take advantage of you. Hell no. Egg to the now. Yeah. Karen says exactly. Trying to tell y'all. Yeah, Karen says awesome advice. Yeah, I mean, it's real. And the more that you're aware of this, the better you'll be off with finding someone who can value you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you'll have people who will waste your time. You know, they'll come in and they'll have the best idea in the mind of, oh, I want to be in a relationship. But a relationship is work. It's not something where you can just show up and be with somebody and, you know, y'all have a good time. No, it's work. It requires consistent effort. And it has to be a two-way street. That is the big thing that a lot of people, especially empaths, humanitarians, supporters, people with big hearts, you guys miss that. Y'all miss that you want to just give, but what are you getting back? You got to look at that. What am I getting out of if you ever get in a relationship or you're dating, ask yourself, what am I getting out of this situation? I know that sounds selfish, but it's facts. What am I getting out of this situation? Am I coming up short or is it adding value to my life? If it's depleting your energy, depleting your resources, depleting your time, you ain't getting nothing, it's time to go. It's time to go. You're dealing with a user, an opportunist, or somebody that's stringing your ass along until they find their wife or husband. They just wasting your time. And there's some of y'all that can be with people for years. I've worked with many clients, and some of my clients are with the wrong person for years, hoping that that person would change. But you see who they are. And listen, we grown around here. So if a grown man or a grown woman is who they are, it's time to go. It's time to go because you're not changing. Ladies, you're not changing no man. Fellas, you ain't changing no woman. They are who they are. So guess what? That's your answer you need. Time to go. Time to get your purse. Time to get your purse and time to dip. All right, y'all, we're going to continue this live. Thank you so much for playing along, guys. Those that are volunteering, asking questions. As much as you may think that I'm not helping others, you asking these questions are really helping beautiful souls get the guidance they need. Because y'all know I love to guide and support and give y'all good, wholesome advice. You know, I'm that best friend in your head. I'm that auntie. I'm that sister that's going to give it to you straight up, no chaser. That's who I am. But go ahead and tap that screen, guys, so we can get more beautiful souls here. Tap that screen and get those questions into the chat flowing. Let's pick someone else. Don't forget, if you send a super chat of $9.99 or more, I will answer your question guaranteed. Okay. It's not a guaranteed reading for everybody, but the more and more you guys submit your questions, the more and more I see it. So keep it flowing. I love the chat. It's flowing. It's flowing. Let's go. Who we going to get next? All right, we have Nana 4S. Nana 4S. Your question is, did Shakar Aries send his close friends to check on me 2 days ago, or did his friend do it on his own? Now listen, Nana, you trying to do the 2-for-1 special. She running out. She trying to do the 2-for-1 special for the free 99. She said, hold up. First question, did Shakar Aries send his friend to check on me? That's the first question. Then the second question is, 2 days ago, well, that's a part of the first. And then she said, or did his friend do it on his own? This is a yes or no question, girl. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to just answer the first part of your question. I'm not doing personal readings. I'm doing yes or no questions. She doing a 2-for-1 special, y'all, for the free 99. Oh, y'all be trying to get me. Y'all be trying to get me. Ooh, I appreciate you too, love. You know, I'm just picking fun at you. Did Shakar the Aries send his close friend to check on you? Bond, the Gemini, 2 days ago. 3 of Cups. And the 4 of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Hermit and the Judgment. So yes, he did. He sent his friend to come check on you, or some friends. You know, 3 of Cups does represent friendship. And with the 4 of Pentacles, it gets kind of like a sense of security or control, trying to make sure that they know what's going on. And he's going to use those informations in order to kind of analyze to determine what he wants to do next. So the answer to your question is yes. Good luck to you, boo. All right, we're going to keep this party going. Drop those questions into the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for the love. Happy Black Friday. You do have to be a subscriber of the channel. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed to Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, go ahead and hit subscribe. Give it about 10 minutes and you should be able to drop your question too. All right, here we go. Next person. Mariette 3204. Marionette, is that Marionette? Marionette 3204. You're next. Your question is, does T like me? Does T like me? Marionette 3204. You said he's a Capricorn and you're an Aries. And you guys are friends. So you want to know, does this Capricorn like you? Does he like your Aries swag? You know, Aries can be a little, spicy. Can be a little spicy, but also can be very attractive. Aries tend to have this, thing about them. So let's see how this Capricorn feels about you. All right. Tell me about T. How does T, Marionette's friend, the Capricorn, feel about Marionette, the Aries? Right now in this moment. Does he like her? Knight of Pentacles. and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Wands and the Lovers. Okay. This is kind of a tricky situation because it's almost like this is someone that's kind of fighting their feelings for you, Marionette. I think this is someone who does have some feelings for you, but then they're like taking their time to like let it come to the surface. And I think it's just because this person has had a lot of heartbreak, or they may have experienced some type of relationship in the recent past that just really did a number on them. So they're just not quite open to a new love situation right now. Okay. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah. So I think right now, this person is definitely focusing more on, holding back and not really offering much to you. I think keeping it in the friend zone is fair for them at this time, but there is some level of attraction there. All right. Let me know if it resonates, Marionette. Which I'm sure you probably picked up on, which is why you ask, but there is. Just not enough to give you a love offer. Not right now. All right. We're going to keep this train rolling. Remember, it's a $9.99 super chat if you want me to answer your question guaranteed on this live. Marinette says it does. Mixed signals. Absolutely mixed signals. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly the best way to describe it. And the reason why is because of fear. So you can't really force people to kind of move past that. They just have to do it in due time. I wouldn't hold my breath. I'll just keep on moving and date other people. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Let that person be who they are. They focusing on their money, their stability, themselves, which is, typical Capricorn energy, All right, next person. Let's see. Keep those questions coming. I'm going to pick the person that I feel drawn to. Welcome, everybody, for just now coming to the live. You're very welcome, Marionette. I'm answering yes or no questions on this live. It's good to see everybody. Hey, all of my beautiful souls out there that subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for the love. Yay. All right, let's see. All right, we got Karen. Karen C123. Karen C123. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. All right, here we go, Karen. You want to know about Kevin. You want to know about Kevin. And you said, will Kevin ask me to marry him in 2026? Karen said, you're adorable. Thank you so much. All right, let's look at Kevin. Come on, Kevin. Don't let us down. Kevin. I know, Home Alone. Kevin. I love it. Kevin and Karen sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. Y'all remember that? Here we go. Spirit, tell me about Karen's relationship with Kevin. Will Kevin be brave enough to ask Karen to marry him in 2026? We have the moon in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. All right, let me get some more. Let me get some more on this Ace of Swords. Okay, so the answer is, drum roll please, yes. He will definitely take this relationship to the next level. So I definitely do have faith in Kevin wanting to definitely propose to you. If he doesn't actually formally do it, he's definitely going to kind of like really want to take this thing up a notch. It's a lot of fears he has of commitment. This is definitely someone that is feeling a lot of love for you, but deep down, there's also a lot of fear. So it's like, I want to, but I'm scared. I want to, but I'm scared. Should I? I don't know. So give him grace. Don't pressure him. Set a deadline. Karen, look at me. Set a deadline. If this fool don't ask you within the time frame that you deem as appropriate for a commitment, it's time to go. It's time to go. Because we ain't got time to waste, Karen. You could be wasting valuable years waiting on this man to build up the confidence and courage to do it. So I say, give him grace, but set a deadline. And ladies, this is a valuable lesson for you. Even if a man loves you, even if a man sees you as their wife, a lot of men are terrified and insecure. And it takes a real man to rise up, especially if they're older, to fully invest and commit. So as a woman, our duty is to make it a safe space, to let them know it's okay. I got you. You're going to be fine. I'm your supporter. I got your back. But what you don't want to do is be caught up in a cycle where you're sitting back and you're waiting for years on a man that's just not really ready for that. So I wouldn't hold my breath. Don't base your decision based on a tarot reading. Just know that he is thinking about it and he definitely wants to extend the offer. But it can go either way if he lets his fear get the best of him. He kind of goes in and out with it, okay? Especially with that Two of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. That kind of worries me. That's why I'm giving you this spiel, because he goes in and out with it, Karen, of like, I want to, but I'm also very scared. Yeah, it's like, see that 10 of Wands, releasing his fear to actually say it it's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard. Okay, so good luck. I say, ladies, if you're dating a guy and you're 25 and older, and that man is 25 and older, if he doesn't ask you for a commitment within 3 months, meaning be my girlfriend within 3 months, it's time to go. It's time for you to get your purse. It's time for you to get your purse, and it's time to say, I'm sorry, but I just don't think this is going to work. This is just not going to work. Also, within 2 years, hear me, say within the 3 months, that person, asks you to be their girlfriend, ladies. And I'm talking to my ladies because I got mostly women that watch the channel. So fellas, just stay with me. And within 2 years, he doesn't ask you to be his wife. But he told you that he's serious about wanting to settle down. 25 and older now. Don't be talking to people that's younger. I'm talking about 25 or older within 2 years. Now, if a man has been divorced, it may be a little bit longer, but I still would give him a 2-year deadline. 2. 1, 2. Uno, dos. If they don't hit you with that, will you be my wife? They don't want your ass. So guess what? I'm sorry, but I just don't think this is going to work. I wish you the best. And you know why that's true? Because it don't take a man a long time to know what they want. It don't take a man that long to know what they want. When a man meets you and they start talking to you, I would say within the first few months, they know for a fact if you're going to be a booty call means somebody they're going to just sleep with and just stick and dip. Yeah, I said it. Stick and dip. I want to say more than that, but we on YouTube. Or they're going to put you in a category of, oh, I'll keep her around and I'll just string her along to just use her for the time being. And then I'll cheat and lie and deceive her behind her back until I find the woman that I really want to be with. Or they'll put you in the third category of, oh, hell nah, this is wifey. So let me go to get me a, let's see, what kind of rings? What kind of rings within my budget? Because I already know this is my wife. I got to hurry up and snatch this thing up within 2 years. But listen, within the first few months, they know you're their wife. They're just not going to offer you a proposal unless they're a narcissist or toxic. If someone proposes to you within a few months of meeting them, run, bitch, run. Run, bitch, run. They're toxic. They're love bombing you. Run. Ain't no way. Hell no. Full of shit. Ooh. I'm trying not to cuss because I don't want my channel to be shut down. But listen, time to go. Time to get your purse and get the hell up out of there. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there, because really at the end of the day, it's an unspoken truth. And during the time you're dating these guys, ladies, and I'm talking about the dating phase, you should not be sleeping with them. You should be really opening your eyes, opening your ears, and close your gosh dang mouth. Don't tell them too much. You're talking too much. They know too much. They're studying you. They know all the things to say. They can see your insecurities. They can see your fears. They know how to play a role. If a man knows you've been through a lot of trauma in your past and you just met this dude, he's going to look at you as weak, vulnerable. Oh, she's a weak lady. Oh, she needs a hero. So I'll play the hero role. Oh, she's been abused. Okay, so I know I can put my hands on her because her ex put her hands on her. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with how you are communicating in the beginning on what you're telling people, a complete stranger. And you got to, as a woman, you have to close your mouth and really open your ears and look at, have your eyes and close your what? Your dang on legs. I don't care how fine he is, girl, close them legs. And if you're really not into the word, or you're not really into that real deep, heavy spiritual walk, and you can't wait until marriage to have sex with that person, go ahead and do it, at least when you get committed to them. But before that, don't do it, okay? I say wait until marriage if you can last that long, but some of y'all can't wait that long. That's cool. As long as y'all committed, you know, y'all grown. All right, here we go. All the dudes in the chat like, yup, she ain't lying. She telling the truth. She ain't capping, y'all. Okay, y'all better listen to me. Y'all better stay woke. All right, we got a couple of folks in the chat who have sent super chats, so they get courtesy readings now. Let's do it. First, we have Julianne, 25. Hey, Julianne. Hey. Thank you so much for the $20. Wow. So she said, I just want to say thank you for my last live read here. Your cards were spot on with my new guy. Two of Cups didn't lie. XOXO, just a little thank you from this Aquarius. Ah, a love story. I was a part of a love connection. My Aquarius heart is full, even though they say Aquariuses don't have emotions. Julie's heart is full too. See, Aqua Gang in this thing. Yes. I'm so glad you found your love. See, it's possible. You just got to put yourself out there, guys. Don't give up on love. Do you know how many people I get on this channel who say, I give up. I'm so tired of these fools out here. They ain't doing nothing but just ruining my life. I give up. Um, ma'am or sir, with the negative comments about love, I'll put you in on a little secret. You're letting the wrong people in your life. Ooh. You are letting the wrong people have access to you. Ooh, ooh. You gotta have standards. You gotta have boundaries. Just because somebody say, good morning, beautiful, good morning, handsome, doesn't mean that person is really about wanting to do right by you. And then you get mad when you see the red flags and your ass still sitting there living on a hope and a dream. Living on a hope and a dream. What is this old toxic, low vibrational individual? Come on now. Let it go, baby. Let it go. You got to say no. You got to say goodbye. Correct. Somebody said trauma bond. For some of y'all, it's a trauma bond. Just saying. You got to use your discernment. So it's not because all people are bad. It's because you got some inner work to do, boo-boo. If you keep finding yourself connecting to the bad people, it's because you're letting the bad people have access to you. They're always going to be bad. There's always going to be good. You know, there's truly evil and good. And you have to use your discernment to know the difference. And sometimes the difference is right in front of your face. You're just slapping you. Just slap. Oh, slap. Slap. And you're like, girl, he cheated on me. He lied to me. I can't believe this. He called me all kind of names. But we've been together for 5 years. 5 years. He knows that I love him. How could he do this to me? First of all, girl, you've been with him for 5 years. 5. And no real commitment. And no real commitment. He wasting your time. A 5-year situationship. What the hell? What the hell, Leontay? Ah! But maybe he'll change. Maybe he's just going through a difficult time in his life. So what? Going through a difficult time in his life? Well, let him go through that difficult time in his life. And then you need to do this. Well, since you want to call me a bitch, since you want to cheat on me, since you want to lie on me, guess what? It's time for me to go. God bless, love and light. Toodaloo. Because I guarantee there's somebody out there who will drink your dirty bath water, who rub your feet, who will treat you like the queen that you are or the king. Fellas, some of my fellas out there heartbroken too. Okay. Why? Why settle? Do you know how many people are in the world? Because I guarantee that person that treated you like a dog is probably on the next several dating apps on their phone, probably hooking up with somebody that same night, boo. Oh, she got a big old ass. What up? Yeah. Yep. So I've been going through a lot. I got out of this relationship. I've been single for about a year and a half. Lying, they've been single for about an hour and a half. I've been single for about a year and a half. And so I'm just now putting myself out there. I'm looking for my wife. No, I've never cheated. No, I've never lied. No, no, no. Get your ass off of dating apps, y'all. Do you see what I'm trying to tell y'all? Get off of the dating apps. Get off of the dating apps and go out into the wild and meet people naturally at festivals, at events, at even through friend groups. You know what I'm saying? And get to know people. Because let me tell you something, for a man, if you are on an app, you're not real until you interact live. All that distance dating and all that stuff, and it's a game. It's all game. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. All right, I got to answer somebody's question. We have Salami 9124. Salami 9124. Are you here? Salami 9124. I got your question here. Now listen, Salami, you ask, am I who I think I am regarding my spiritual ranking? Okay, I can't give you a lot of details of what your spiritual ranking is, but I want you to think about what that spiritual ranking is in your mind right now. I want you to think about what that spiritual ranking is right now. I said salami, it's Salome. Shalom. Salome. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize. I swore it had an I. Salami. Okay, so let's see. Think of that, whatever that spiritual ranking is in your mind, and then I'm going to ask Spirit if you're on that ranking. All right. All right, is Salome 9124. Are who they think they are as it relates to their spiritual ranking right now in this moment. We have the Three of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords and Wands. Okay. You're blocking yourself right now because you're not healed. Spiritually, you're blocked. Spiritually, you're blocked. And it has a lot to do with you need to spend some more time to really work on your internal balance. This is what I recommend. And you can take this advice if you want to or not. But I recommend you go and seek possible therapy, or you book a video call with me so we can work through the practical steps of what those particular blockages are. But it's something to do with pain, heartbreak, past resentment that you're holding on to because of some type of heartbreak. So I don't know if someone broke your heart or disappointed you in some type of way. There is definitely something, Salome, that you're going through that you haven't totally let go of. Okay. And there is some practical exercises and steps that you can take to unblock yourself to get to the level that you're thinking that you're at. There's a lot of fear of change because it's hard to spiritually evolve and grow, because spiritually evolving and grow is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. So I was correct. You said you're going through a divorce. I was spot on. Yeah, that's what I got. So I feel like you're going through a breakup of some sort. And so right now, this season is about personal transformation, redefining your life and getting through the new normal. Yeah, I hate to hear that you're going through a divorce, but I definitely picked up on some type of heartbreak that's holding you back. And so I would definitely recommend, yeah, with you being so confused, yes. That's why I say get some therapy. So that way you can get somebody to unpack some things for you to help you navigate through what you're going through. So I hope this helps. Oh, I've been through a divorce too, and divorces are not easy. They're very, very painful. And it is like a death. People don't realize this, but going through a divorce is like a death. And you're changing your whole life. You're changing your whole life, your whole world is going to be turned upside down. And you're going to probably need, based on your energy here, you're probably going to need some assistance with navigating through this because you can't do this alone. All right. All right. Good luck to you. That's what I have for you. You'll get there though. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. All right. You said, right, I'm widowed 3 times. Oh, like a death. I just said that, like a death. Oh my gosh. This one just isn't dead, but it's still like a death. That's why I had to say like a death, because you're going to feel the same pain that you may have felt about the widows. It's going to feel like a death. Oh man. All right. Good luck to you, boo. Thank you so much for supporting the channel this evening. All right. So yeah, don't do this alone. That's a big one. Don't do this alone. That would be my advice. Salome says exactly. Good. I'm so glad it resonates with you. All right. We have another beautiful soul who has submitted a payment for a reading this evening. Guaranteed reading. That would be the creative one. The creative one, 97. The creative one, 97. Are you here? Marie says, help the freeloaders. I have to do my VIPs first. Listen. It's like going to the club. Listen, make way, peasants, for the VIPs. These people are paid subscribers. Okay. So make way for the VIP line. Okay. They're getting bottle service. So just sit back and wait your turn in line, sir. Y'all standing in the crowd. They at a booth. All right. So back it on up, peasants. They words, not mine. The creative one. I see you, boo. Let's do this. All right. The creative one, 97, says, what has my Xavier realized about himself and our connection since we stopped communicating after you walked away? Girl, you asking for a personal reading. I said yes or no questions. See, y'all be trying to get me for my paper. I said yes or no. Oh my gosh. I'll still answer it for you because I love you so much and I appreciate the support, but nobody else. Yes or no questions only, guys. You walked away. I got it. All right. So what has he learned? What has Xavier learned about the connection with the creative one? It's okay. I can tell you didn't understand. What has the creative one's person, Xavier, realized about himself and the connection? We have the 2 of Cups in the reverse. The Ace of Swords. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You know, he was biting off more than he can chew. That's what he realized. This is someone who didn't really honestly want a relationship. And he only told you everything you wanted to hear. So what he's realizing is he probably should have been more honest with you and upfront and just letting you know he didn't want this. Okay. what is this? I can't stand y'all. No, not Oliver Twist. I can't. Okay, peasants, chill out. I'm gonna come to y'all. I'm gonna come to y'all in a second. Not the soup. Stop. Knight of Pentacles. He was stringing you along, boo. He was stringing you along, okay? So I really feel like it's a sad truth. But if you really think about the relationship, was he really giving his all? You know what I'm saying? The creative one, was he giving his all? And the answer is probably no. It may have felt like a lot of hot, a lot of cold. You may have felt like a lot of fickleness. And all that is because he was manipulating you. Okay? Massive manipulator. That's what you were dealing with. Will he change? Probably not. Not when it comes to you. The truth about men is when they know that you're not the one, but they have a very dark side to them where they're willing to use you in the process, they'll do exactly that. And I think the only thing he learned was this is just not it. But he stuck around because he felt like she's letting me stick around, right? So big karmic lesson for you as far as not ignoring the red flags. I wouldn't be too worried about getting an apology, hearing back from this person, even giving this person a time of day. I would just pick up the pieces, find peace within myself, acknowledging that this was just one of those experiences that is going to make you stronger and wise so you don't repeat the same cycle. And keep doing you, boo. It's going to be okay. We all have dealt with a bunch of idiots a time or two. So there you go. Good luck to you. Thank you so much for your support today. I appreciate it. He wasn't thinking of others at all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Aw, April gave me a little makeup brush. Girl, I need some makeup. I need a hairbrush. Do you see this hair? Girl. Creamy crack is calling. It's time for that relaxer. Okay. Okay, my beautiful souls. I have one more person. Okay, I have to do one more person, y'all. I'm sorry. I got another VIP. Just one more. All right. So this is Pharrell Blanco 516. I'll just say Blanco 516. Thank you so much for your $10. Julie says, back to your corner, peasants. All right, here we go. Your question is, hello, Mika, glad to see you. Will I be in a relationship in the next 3 to 6 months? Are you here, by the way? Blanco 516, are you here? I hate answering questions you done paid and you're not here. Blanco 516, are you here? Blanco. Where are you at? Come out, wherever you are. Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. Hopefully you'll catch it because I got to keep it going. I got some people waiting. So Spirit, tell me about Blanco 516. It's good to see you. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber to the channel. Will Blanco 516 be in a relationship the next 3 to 6 months? Will Blanco 516 be in a relationship the next 3 months? We have the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords. Oh boy. Why the 5 of Swords? Three of Cups. All right, underneath the deck, we have the Two of Cups and the Magician. You're moving out of a lot of fear, beloved. You're moving out of a lot of fear. And it has a lot to do with possibly past connections, or the connections you're encountering are just not meeting your expectations, or they will not be. And it's not going to be in the time frame of which you want it to be, this relationship. So Spirit is saying this: put yourself back out there a little bit more. I think you just need to kind of amp up the effort to make this process move a little faster. So the answer is no. The answer is no, you will not be in a relationship within the next 3 to 6 months. However, you are in manifestation mode. The problem is when you're out there and you're dating people, you go into this little cocoon of fear and stress and worry when you encounter situations that are just not meeting your expectations and standards. You see what I'm saying? I think you get into a space of just feeling like it's a lot. It's just a lot to deal with, and you just kind of get overwhelmed. And it's like psyching yourself out. It's like psyching yourself out. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like you get exhausted. You're like, oh, I just give up. I'm trying to drop my guard. I'm trying to get out there, and these people are letting me down. Well, give yourself grace. It's going to be a lot of no's. It's, the dating pool has pee in it. It sucks out here. So just do the best you can with it. I hate that you missed this live. If you're watching silently, let me know if it resonates. We got to keep growing. But thank you again so much for supporting the channel, and be patient with the process. All right. I'm going to pick a freebie. Thank you guys for your patience, y'all. Thank you so much. Peasant time. Y'all so funny. Drop your questions in the chat. #Q. I'm going to pick a lucky subscriber. All right. Because I have loved the commentary so much from this person, they got to go next. And that lucky subscriber is Project One Man. Project One Man. I love your commentary tonight. Thank you so much for your feedback and your positive energy, and helping people navigate through tonight. I appreciate it so much. So your question is, I left my job and I'm struggling for guidance. My job was helping people and forgot to help myself. Okay. Am I on the right path? And you're from the UK. I'm known worldwide. Woo! I love it. All right, let's see. Project One Man. So is Project One Man on the right track and on the right path after leaving this job? Is he on the right track after leaving this job? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right. Six of Cups in the reverse, clarifying that. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Cups. All right. You may need to, pick it up a little bit more. As far as your money sector. So I think you need to get a little bit more aggressive about recovering your finances. I think you're having some financial difficulties and setbacks at this time. And it is because of what happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? You do have a very nurturing side to yourself, very compassionate when it comes to others, but it is definitely something I'm sure you would agree is leading to your demise. So put yourself first. You're absolutely right. That would be the advice I would give you. You have a very hardworking mentality and you're willing to be very selfless, but this can also be a curse. So yeah, there's going to be some delays with landing a career or getting the results that you want, but actually allow yourself to continue the process. Don't get discouraged. It's just going to be some setbacks right now. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Like, continue to work on going towards your goals. I think that you have this internal battle or this internal dialogue that's happening in your energy of wanting things to happen like that. And Spirit is saying, don't allow yourself to psych yourself out because you're not getting the results when you want to see them. So just allow yourself to just continue to keep pressing on. You have what it takes. You just may need to just be a little bit more aggressive with getting those results. Yeah. Yeah. So keep going. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. You have a lot of potential. I think you need to hear that. You have a lot of potential to make great things happen, but you have something going on with you where it's like you hit a bump in the road and you just go real dark. So don't do that. Like, keep pushing. All right. You're very welcome. He says, you literally read me perfectly. You're very welcome. All right. You know, I don't know what's going on in the UK, but I know in the States, it's been a lot of stuff going on. So just keep trying. I wish I knew a lot about the UK and how the work and things go there, but you are very marketable and I think you have potential. So it's not going to be hard for you to get work. You just have to keep trying. All right. Let's keep going. We got more people to read for tonight. Who else we got? Happy Black Friday, everyone. It's horrible in the UK too. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just keep trying. You're very welcome. And also be very resourceful. Maybe you need to hear that. So like, cut back on spending, be very resourceful, which you may have already started that, but like, just cut back on a lot of things. Take away things you don't really need so you can kind of survive. Because I think you're kind of in survival mode. All right, y'all. Remember #Q in the chat if you would like me to answer a yes or no question tonight. Also, keep in mind that if you are interested in getting a guarantee reading, because I'm not going to be able to answer every single question, you're going to submit a super chat of $9.99 or more, and I got you. Projected One Man says, I've started, but you just confirmed. Thank you. You're welcome. Good, good, good. Next person, my girl, Stacy. Stacy Marie. Stacy Marie, you're next. Stacy. She says, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. You want to know, and this is a good question. I like the question. The question is love a priority with AM with me? And that's a good question because a lot of women don't know that sometimes for men, they kind of put love in a different category of priority. And I love that you're being very intentional with that question because somebody can learn something from this reading I'm about to give you. But a lot of times, and this is women too, when people date you or when they're talking to you, they kind of put either you on the top list of priority or they kind of put you on the back burner because something else is important. So let's see. Let's see what's going on with AM when it comes to you, Stacy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Stacey Marie and her person. AM. AM and Stacey Marie. Is AM making their love connection a priority right now in this moment? Is AM making their love connection a priority in his life right now in this moment? We have the Death in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse. Why the King of Cups in the reverse? Okay, the Devil in reverse. Okay, underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Strength. When we talk about the word love, love can be defined in so many different things, right? Some people would equate love to an emotion, a feeling. Others would say love is action, because love is backed by what you do to show that you have feelings for someone. This person, AM, Stacey, is very cold, very moody. And I can see why you would question, are they really making me a priority? It's hard to change that about this person because they move out of more ego, pride and ego, than being in tune with their emotions. Even if I have feelings for Stacey, I'm going to prioritize holding it in and not letting her know that I like her. I don't want to look weak. I don't want to look soft. I don't want to have her feel like she's that important. So as long as he's feeling loved by you, we're all good because it strokes his ego. So to answer your question, the answer is no. He's not prioritizing love. He's prioritizing being loved by you. All right. I think he's decided that you and this person define the word love in two different ways. You want this person to give you love because you're giving them love, right? But then when you're ready to receive, it looks like this cold-hearted nature or this emotional manipulation so they can be fed love by you. So this is a very tricky situation. And let me tell you this, for a lot of men, think about Western society, Western culture. A lot of men have been taught to be tough. Suck it up. Don't cry. Suck it up. Be a man. Don't show people you're weak. And that's why it's a lot harder for a man to be emotionally vulnerable and present in relationships. They can get there, but it takes men a little bit longer. Whereas feminines, women, we're more on the soft side, the sweet, loving, nurturing. That's feminine energy. Men are more action. Go, go, go. All right. So the advice in all this would be, I wouldn't wait around on this person to give you love because they're fighting an internal battle that's going to be very hard, to change and shift because he's been doing this for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be a part of an experience where you're waiting for him to really give you that love language that you need, and he may not be equipped to do that. If you're considering giving this person a shot, there has to be some deep work, therapies, couples counseling, and this person has to put in the work just as much as you do. All right. I hope that helps. Good luck to you. Never make your decisions based on a tarot reading, your life, but just be aware. All right. Salome says, Mika, I just want to say thank you. Just booked a therapy session in a way that I can receive telework. Thank you again. Very good. I'm so glad. It's going to help you. It's hard. Let me warn you, Salome, therapy is hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. But it's going to be so worth it in the end, because after you do the hard things and you get past those internal battles and struggles and get it out in a safe space, it's almost like you're going to see life through a different lens and you're going to come out on top. So allow yourself, some grace and some patience, and do as many sessions as you need just to get yourself through this very dark time. Yeah. All right. Sorry again for your loss. Divorce, again, is never easy. Death is never easy. But I think we all can use some therapy. Everybody can use it for self-development, growth. It's really just being more in tune with that spiritual side. So thank you for sharing that with us. We're going to continue the fun, y'all. Y'all coming with the deep questions tonight. All right, we'll do some more. Do keep in mind it's #Q in the chat with your question, and I'm going to pick the questions I feel drawn to. Of course, if you want to get a guaranteed reading tonight, all you gotta do is send a super chat of $9.99 or more, and boom, your question will be guaranteed answered on this live. Let's pick someone else. All right, we got Phoenix Diamond Media. Phoenix Diamond Media. You're next. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing, boo? Thank you for being a loyal subscriber to the channel. Phoenix wants to know, my life has been in such a stuck place. Will it turn for success soon? Let's see. Tell me about Phoenix Diamond Media, Spirit. Will her life turn around towards on the path of success, even though she's feeling stuck right now in this moment? Will it turn around for the better for Diamond Media, Phoenix Diamond Media soon? All right, we got the Chariot. We have the Three of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So yes, and it's going to happen through the help of others, okay? So I think you need to be willing to open up to other people, friends, family, trusted individuals to kind of help navigate through this very difficult time. I've also even recommended to another subscriber going through something difficult, therapy. This Three of Cups is like getting together with others, collaborating with others, so you can kind of speak directly about what you're going through. The Queen of Swords is a queen who's been through a lot. They've been through so much pain, so much heartbreak. Things are just not on the up and up, right? You've been through a lot. You have a story to tell. And you're feeling really down, which you've kind of opened up about. So I would say don't be scared to open up to people that can actually support you. If you can afford therapy, I would recommend it, especially maybe finding a counselor that can really support you with trauma or grievance, things like that. But you got to take the action. I think that you have to kind of actually do some things in order for things to get better. You can't just kind of sit in it. You have to actually get out and do something about it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, once you start taking action towards addressing it, all of that trauma, all that pain that you're experiencing, that you're holding on to, is going to start being relieved off of your back. Okay. Yeah. So just be patient with yourself. Good luck to you. I hope that helps. Thank you, Phoenix, for all you do for the channel. I see you quite often, so I had to pick you, girl. All right, we got to get someone else. I think we're going to do Barrie. And I'm not even going to try that last name. Barrie. Barrie. Phoenix Diamond Media says, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you too. God bless you. Hang in there, girl. You got this. All right. Barrie says, yay! You want to know, does DQ, is that Dairy Queen? DQ love you? No. Does Dairy Queen love? I'm just playing. DQ. It's a girl. I know. I'm just joking. All right. Tell me about this girl, DQ, that's on Barrie's mind. Does DQ really have true love for Barrie? We have the Chariot. The Sun. Okay, clarify the Sun for me, Spirit. The Moon. And the King of Swords. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Wands and the World. Six of Cups. To answer your question, I think what I'm getting is you're dealing with someone who's trying to get there. And the reason why it may not feel like love, Barrie, is because you're dealing with someone who is still trying to close out a cycle from their past. And so they're waiting for that closure. You know, they're waiting for better opportunity to present itself between you and them. So there definitely could be some closure that needs to occur in their energetically, like a cord being cut, totally breaking that soul tie for DQ to be totally open and vulnerable to this. But you definitely make DQ happy. You do. Would I call it love? Would I call it love? Not yet, but I would call it she really likes you. So stop being mean. Don't say she can have them. Stop it right now. Stop it. What I'm saying is underneath it all, she's still struggling. Okay. And that is very normal. I don't know how long you guys have been together, but it feels like she's definitely bringing that to a close. That's why I'm kind of not tripping about it, because I feel like she's really trying to bring it all to a close. So you don't really have to worry about that. I think that is just some fears. It's just some fears that she has. What is this King of Swords? Yeah, it's fears. Okay, give me some more about how she feels about Barrie. Three of Wands. Okay, it's still saying it again. Three of Wands and the World. Okay, why? What is this World card? Okay. I'm going to let you call it. I'm going to let you call it. You say 10 years. I'm going to let you call it. Yeah, Julie, I agree. 10 years. At best, you make her very happy. Okay, but then there's that. Okay. Good luck to you. I hope that helps. Of course, you'll have to do a personal reading with me if you want me to dive deep and get into the specifics of what's happening here. But that's what I have. It's just something to think about. You're welcome. All right. Well, we have a super chat that was sent by Tony Johnson. Hey, Tony. You got your answer? Okay. All right. Tony Johnson, are you still here? Tony Johnson, 4409, are you still here? Okay, here goes another person that sent a super chat, and I'm trying to answer their question, and they're not here. I'm giving you a little grace. Tony Johnson, 4409, are you here? Tony Johnson, are you here? All right, Tony, I'm going to answer your question, love. I'm sorry that you're missing this. Hopefully you'll catch it back. I'm not time stamping readings on this live, so I'm sorry if you're missing it, but here we go. All right, Tony, your question is, you've been married less than a year. Your husband is a narcissist. Does he really love me enough to change? Tony. 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 You've been married to a you said your husband is a narcissist. So let's talk about that word for just a second. Sometimes we use the word narcissist a little bit too loosely because someone may show traits of it. But in order for someone to be classified as a narcissist, they have to get an actual diagnosis. So I hope you're not basing it off of your own conclusions and this, you know, for a fact they are, because that is a very powerful word to describe this man that you're married to. And let's just say for kicks and giggles that they are. Let's talk about what that means, Tony. If you're married or dealing with a narcissist, you're talking about someone that lacks empathy. So to use the word, does he really love you? The answer is absolutely not. A narcissist has no empathy whatsoever. You're here. Okay, you can't message. Okay, got you. Good, I'm glad you're here so you can hear all of this. So if they are, then that means they're only in it for supply, for the resources or whatever supply that you're giving this person. And that is to benefit them. They look at you as a resource. They don't look at you as what we look at love as, oh, you know, I love this person, they love me. No, the only reason why they're with you is to use you. Narcissists are big users and they have no intentions to love. They only intend to be with people to benefit. And once they get everything they need from you, guarantee they're going to go find other people to benefit from as well. Another thing you'll look at is the fact that narcissists are non-committal because they're a bottomless pit, meaning he will never be satisfied. So no matter what you do, No matter what he says he needs, no matter what you give, it's never going to be good enough. And you're going to be kind of going around and around in circles trying to please this man that's actually setting out to use you and everybody else. Here is another fun fact. A lot of narcissists are living a very reckless sex lifestyle. Meaning, even though he's showing up in the world to you as a heterosexual man, he's probably engaging in sexual activities with men down low. Because most narcissists will have sex, will have attention, be fed supply from absolutely anywhere. They don't care who you are, what kind of walk of life, what you're doing. A narcissist will use everybody up. And they don't care. So what's the benefit in it for you? There is no benefit. You're going to be drained. You're going to be brought down. When people say narcissists are demonic, they are. It's the spirit of Satan. I don't know if you know anything about the Bible, but it's the spirit of Cain to his brother. They're set out to destroy and kill and hurt other people. They're willing to do whatever they got to do to get what they need. Very selfish. Do not put yourself in a predicament to believe that you have to remain loyal to that kind of treatment, because it's not a real marriage. That person doesn't look at it as a marriage. They don't look at it as love. They look at you as a piece of meat. Okay, a piece of water, a piece of burger, a piece of something to quench their thirst, to quench their hunger, to use to have a place to stay. And best and believe they're doing that with a whole roster full of people behind your back. So let's get to your question. I just want to give you that because my heart goes out to you. I know what that feels like, especially if you are a woman of God and you're a woman of loyalty and you're like a committed, loyal wife. The last thing you want to do is to walk away from a marriage, especially one that's still new. But if this man is showing signs that he is a real narcissist, no ma'am. No ma'am. Look, the cards are flying. The energy is so heavy, girl. Here's your question. Does he really love you enough to change? Spirit, tell me about Tony Johnson's husband. The one she's been married to for a year. Does he have any intentions to change? We have the King of Cups. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Can you clarify this King of Cups? Okay. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Like I was saying, underneath the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. This is everything I just said. You may, in fact, be dealing with a narcissist. Unfortunately, because this love is conditional. And I want you to just sit back for just a second. And I want you to think about this. What if everything that he said and did was a lie? Was an act? Because according to my energy with this King of Cups to the Three of Cups in reverse, this is someone that kind of enjoys and loves their own company. And when I clarify the King of Cups, which signifies emotion, it's as long as you're giving it to him with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's very one-sided. Like you have to make him feel like the King of Cups and feel loved and supported and valued. And so I honestly, truly believe, Tony, that you've got to look at it for what it is, beloved, that this man is being an emotional vampire. and sucking up all of your loyalty and all of your love to his own benefit. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is a karmic cycle. And it's going to keep you trapped and confused. And he's keeping you blindfolded from the truth. But I know deep down, somewhere in your soul, you're feeling that this is not right. Something's wrong here, and you're absolutely right. So I ask you this, and then we're going to go to the next few questions. What are you getting out of this? What is he providing you? The word says a man is supposed to provide and protect his wife. He's supposed to treat his wife with the utmost respect and love and loyalty and lift you up and put you before anybody else. God is first, wife is second, kids, and then family. So if you don't get anything from this reading today, and I'm diving deep because this is I can feel the pain within you, and I know you can't talk because of obvious reasons. Ask yourself, what am I getting out of this deal? And if you answer that question with, I'm not getting anything, run. Now walk, run. Track shoes, gone. Run off on that hoe. Literally. Good luck to you, boo. I hope this helps. Tough situation. Thank you so much for your $10 and your $2. And for anybody else experiencing a very toxic relationship, no matter if it's with a narcissist or a toxic individual, listen to that inner voice that's telling you the truth about what the situation is telling you deep down in your heart. And don't ignore the red flags because you only deserve the best, okay? Good luck to you, boo. Sorry you're going through such a difficult time in your marriage. Okay. Jackie! Hey, Jackie! My girl Jackie is here. Jackie, are you still here? Hey, Robert! Hey, Robert, how you doing? I'm gonna get to you next, Robert. All right, you're here. Let's do this. All right, Spirit, tell me about Jackie. Jackie, you want to know, is SG being spiteful towards me or feels ashamed to face you? Okay, all right. Now that's like a 2-for-1 question. That's like the 2-for-1 special. 2-for-1 special. I said $9.99 per question, but I got you, boo. I got you. Let's see what's going on with him. Let me just reword your question just a little different. Tell me a little bit about SG. What is really going on? Why is he acting the way he is towards Jackie? Why is this closed off energy towards Jackie? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. 10 of Cups. Tell me about this Page of Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups. 3 of Swords. Okay. Okay, Jackie. You have a very empathetic nature. Like, you're very loving and supporting. But at the same time, you're dealing with someone who is not on your vibrational match. And this is also a page. So this is someone who has a really hard time with communicating. They're not a good communicator. So even if this person does have feelings for you, he would not really tell you about it. Okay. I think he does want to extend some type of offer towards you, but then it's like he's overthinking it and thinking like the worst. Like, okay, well, she probably is heartbroken. She probably doesn't want to be with me. So even if I do like her, it's probably not going to be good enough. You know, it's a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity this person here is going through. And it doesn't have anything to do with being spiteful. It's just, they're not mature enough for you. They're a page, you're a queen. And I think you give this person a lot of grace. You know what I'm saying, Jackie? You're like seeing this person as being like someone that you want to rescue and help and heal. And you can't do that. You kind of have to let this person just be who they are and then just say they're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you wanting this thing to happen so much after all you've been through is breaking your heart even more. Okay. And they know that. But this is the best they've got. They're just bad communicators. And also this person just doesn't have what it takes, I'm sure, to measure up with what you want. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups expectations of this person. Okay. Three of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you kind of look at this person as a page yourself. You feel like this person breadcrumbs their way. They'll leave and then they'll give you a little breadcrumb. Like you don't understand it because the way this person operates is a place of big insecurities, you know? And this is not your level. It's kind of like you are Beyonce, they're a peasant. You got it going on. This person's trying to figure life out. Yeah. So, yeah, be careful with this person, okay? I think this person has the wrong idea about how to go about this. And it has a lot to do with lack of maturity, okay? So that's what's happening here. I hope that helps. Oh, Jackie, you're fine. You didn't have to send another $9.99. I was being sarcastic with you. I know you just didn't understand it. I'll do your second part of your question. Does he feel ashamed to face you? I think there is a little bit of shame. That's what I was getting, but let's see what I get with that. Does he feel ashamed? Does SG feel ashamed to face you? Because he knows he's broken your heart. I don't know if there was a third party involved or he did something where, you know, he just let his insecurities get the best of him. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Yeah, he was running from the connection. It's easier that way. It's a protection mechanism to walk away because I don't want to have to deal with it. But that's, again, immaturity, you know, and the communication is not there. You know, a more mature guy would say, you know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that to you. You know, let's work through the issues. Let's try to get to a better space, you know, things like that. So, of course, there is some shame, but really just also just not mature enough. You know, a man, when they hurt their woman, a real man, they're going to say, hey, let's work through this. You know, I'm sorry, and really mean it and try to preserve and save the marriage or the relationship. But when you're dealing with someone immature, when you're holding them accountable and you're asking them to be more responsible and do manly things, hey, I'm not ready for that. And that's the time they're on. Very sad. Very sad. All right, Robert. Robert's next. Thank you, Robert, so much. All right, Robert. And I sent you an email, Robert. So just let me know your availability. If you don't have time tomorrow, let me know a time Sunday so I can do it Saturday or Sunday. Okay, so send me an email, look at your schedule, and just let me know what time works best for you. Okay. All right, Robert. Are you still here? I hope you're still here, Robert. I hope I didn't have you waiting too long. You will? Okay. I can tell. I can tell. Even your question, I can tell you've been busy. So you're paying a certain bill for your dad. God bless you. You're such a good son. So you want to know, should I keep paying on this? Yes or no? Okay, let's see. I see you. I see you. All right, Spirit, tell me about this bill that Robert is paying for his dad. Tell me about this bill that Robert's paying for his dad. Is this a good investment? Should he continue to be paying on this bill for his dad? Is that a good, wise idea? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Okay. 4 Wands in the reverse. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. I think there needs to be a conversation had between you and this and your dad about maybe possibly having other people chip in and help out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing's wrong with helping him, but I don't think it's fair for you to do it by yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. Because I think there's some inner feelings you have about it. Like internally, it's bothering you, honestly. And it's like you're trying to be supportive and all that because you have this very kind nature, but it's also affecting you because you're like, okay, like I want to do the right thing. I want to be a good son, but it's also a lot. So I think the truth is you feel like you're not being supported. You know, the truth is you're not feeling supported. And so I think the advice underneath it would be wise if you have that available to you to have other people kind of help out in your family or see if there's any other avenues to kind of get some support. So it's not all on you. Is there anything else Robert needs to know about this? Yeah, because I think it's going to ruin your relationship with him if you keep doing this and it's affecting you the way it is. Yeah. Like, I think your biggest issue is you don't want any issues. You don't want to start any drama, but it's also affecting you emotionally. And I think having internal peace and happiness and balance is the priority rather than just dealing with the drama that's going to happen by saying something and speaking up. And I think kind of like a fair decision would kind of be the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying, Robert? Where it's like you're not totally backing out, so you won't have that level of guilt, but also at the same time, just not putting all that burden on you because you have other things you have to do, I'm sure. So you're not trying to be rude. You just don't feel like it's something you have to do by yourself. Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely consider that. You said there is one bill that I am paying on, which is his life insurance policy. Should I keep paying on that bill? I just don't want to pay on it and be wasting my time. Okay, let's look at that. So it's life insurance, okay? Thank you for the $9.99. What about the life insurance policy that Robert's paying on, Spirit? Is that what we're referring to? Should he continue paying on that? You're very welcome. Okay, same feeling though. Page of Cups in the reverse. And it's the same feeling, like you're feeling, it's taking a toll on you internally. And it's not, and it's almost like the push and pull method. It's like you don't want to cause issues. But I think at the same time, when you're talking about life insurance policy, yeah, you don't have a direction to go with this. When you're talking about life insurance policy, sometimes it's worth it. If, and this is just like a financial advice thing, if you feel like you have enough money to pay if something were to happen to him, like bury him or do, because that's all a life insurance policy really is. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the event something happens to this person, we have the money to afford to, you know, have a proper burial and do all the things and pay his expenses or what have you. If you feel like you can handle that and you don't need to pay into a policy, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you feel like that's something that you still need to continue to invest in or pay into because it does you a better good to pay into it, or the payout is going to be much greater, then that's what I would do. So from a financial standpoint, that's what I would be thinking about. more than anything. But as far as how you feel about it, if you feel like it's something that's a bit much for you, you may want to ask for some support from others. Just make sure they're on the policy as well. Get a certain percentage. Yeah. I think you're thinking about the long-term success of it, but I think that would be the idea is it worth the investment? Will I get a return on my investment? Which I think you understand what I'm saying. Because that's why people get life insurance anyway. But if you're in a financial situation where you don't need a policy, then don't get it, you know? All right, Robert. Thank you for letting me know about your booking. So I'll be looking forward to hearing from you, and then we'll get everything set up and squared away. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And you're going to be coming to Tyler's event in January, right, Robert? If you are, I'll be there. I'm on the guest list, so I can't wait to meet you if you're going to be there. All right. Let's keep this thing going, y'all. You might. You get so busy. Okay. Well, if you're there, I can't wait to meet you in person. You're thinking about it. Okay. Yeah, I heard him and wanting you to be there, so that'll be great if you can come. It'll be great if you can come. All right. We got another beautiful soul who sent a super chat. That's J4444J. J4444J. Hello. Are you still here? J4444J, are you still here? I got your super chat. Hey, you're still here. All right, so you want to know, does the man I recently met through work-related errands have positive intentions towards you? Okay. Okay. So let's see what their true intentions are. Spirit, tell me about J4444J's person on their mind, the person that they met through work-related errands. Does this person have good intentions? If so, what are they? What is this person's true intentions with J4444J? All right, we have the Knight of Wands. And the Fool in the reverse. Yikes. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Listen. The most that this person intends to do right now is to come in for a fun time, not a long time. Okay. And a reason why is because I think this person is not really interested in a relationship right now. So they would be kind of interested in just entertaining you, hanging out with you, possibly hooking up with you. Nothing too serious right now. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of sexual energy, this person right here. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if after this person hits it, they quit it. It's going to be like a run by night, fly by night connection type deal. How you will know this is true is because if you hold out, like say, for example, if you close your legs, J4444J, and you decide to not engage in sexual activity with this person, they'll probably eventually stop communicating with you because I think that's their only real mission is just something very casual and nothing serious. But I am getting a lot of sexual energy from this person, okay? No relationship intention whatsoever. So if that's something you're interested in and you consider that positive, have fun, I guess. But if not, don't waste your time, all right? Let me know if it resonates. All right, y'all, we're going to keep rolling. Someone asked, are we doing free readings? We are. We are. It's just I have my super chat clients sending super chats. They get guaranteed readings on this live. But if you would like a free reading, all you got to do is put hashtag Q in the chat with your question, and I'll answer it live. Any question y'all have. It has to be a yes or a no question, though, of course. J4444J says, but it's supposed to be my boss. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a man. They like what they see. They turned on. Oh, let me just tell you something. When it comes to work situations, work is off limits. No, ma'am. Don't get involved in any romantic situations when it comes to the workplace. That's a recipe for disaster, even if it's a booty call. Because, especially if it's your boss, because it stirs up a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? Drama and all that. So just keep it professional with him. I would even trip with him, okay? Don't trip with him. Move on. Even if you like him. But it's possible. They don't care. They like you. They like you. Be flattered. Be like, okay, well, I know you like me, but you ain't getting none of this. All right, let's do this, y'all. Raymond. Hey, Raymond. Raymond wants to know, will I meet someone new in love for December? All right. Tell me about Raymond. Raymond Taurus, 9195. Will Raymond meet someone new in love for December 2025? Will he meet someone new in love? Two of Cups. Four Wands. Wow. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Well, it looks like you will definitely get a love offer, and or you will definitely find someone that's potentially going to be serious about wanting to be in a commitment with you. Yeah, you may meet this person out, hanging out with friends or whatever. Do I see you guys being in the relationship right in December? Probably not, but you're going to meet someone who has the potential to lead toward a relationship. So it's really good. I like it. I feel like it's definitely some potential here. And I think they're a fair person. I think they have good intentions of being very generous. It's going to be fair. They have no energy to me that says they're toxic and stuff. Okay. I'm definitely picking up heavy water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So I don't know if you're a water sign or this person is, but also water sign is about emotions. So this person will definitely be in their feels when they meet you. Woo! I like it, Raymond. Okay. Very nice read. All right, y'all. Y'all falling asleep on me. Shoot. Okay. Y'all must not want any free questions. If you would like a question answered, go ahead and put hashtag Q into the chat, and I'll answer it live. I'm doing good. Yee yee. Hey, yee yee. All right. Next person. We have Vibing with Lex. Vibing with Lex. Hey. Vibing with Lex wants to know, will I find love again after a major breakup? Will you find love again? Okay, let's see. Spirit, tell me about Vibing with Lex. Vibing with Lex. Will Vibing with Lex find love again? We have 10 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Swords. Yikes. Why the Ten of Swords? Okay, the Magician. So the answer is yes, you have the potential to definitely find love again. But right now, you're in an energy of possibly even self-sabotaging good opportunities because of fear. You easily get overwhelmed because of fear. You think the worst. You don't trust people. Not right now. So even if Mr. Wonderful were to come into your energy, you would probably push him away because you're scared that something's going to go wrong. So what that means is there got to be a little bit more inner work of really tapping more into trusting others and manifesting only the best. Speaking it, believing it, trusting it. Because right now I think you're in a very negative mindset. And we got to be careful with our thoughts because our thoughts become things. If we're thinking very negative about love or we're thinking that it's not going to happen for us, then boom, it's not going to happen for us. So be careful and don't give up on love, but do a little bit more work. I would give yourself a few more months before you go out there and find love because it's definitely on its way, but it's that overwhelming. You gotta let go of that overwhelming feeling. Okay. It's like you see it and you may even go into, I don't even believe it's true when that person shows up. You're like, they not real. I know they not real. This ain't real. It is. It is. Okay. It doesn't mean the next person you meet will be this. I want to emphasize that. But at some point in this lifetime, you will find your forever person. And it'll be at a time when you probably will want to give up. Just think everybody's out to get you. And that's not true. So good luck to you, boo. I hope that helps. All right, we're going to keep this train rolling. I see that we got a couple of super chats here, so we'll answer those first. HB Rose, I'll go ahead and answer it, but it was supposed to be a $9.99 super chat, but I'll answer it for you. Will my ex and I reconcile and get back together? Will HB Rose and the ex reconcile and get back together, Spirit? We have the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Justice in reverse. No, because you both are holding on to a lot of resentment and grudges against each other. This could be you. And it's going to be too much. It's like not having enough within you to forgive them. Or even if you do get back together, you still won't trust them or you won't forgive them. So it would never work. Okay. So I wouldn't force it because whatever they did is something that you would deem as unforgivable. And if that's the case, you just have to move on from it. Okay. We all have boundaries and standards, guys. And I think we all have to categorize what are those boundaries? What are those standards? If a person crosses a particular standard that we set for ourselves as a non-negotiable, we have to honor that and be willing to let that person go. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to keep rolling. We have another super chat. This is from J4444J once again. All right. And your question is, so will my employment be long-term? Okay. We're not even from the same race or religion. Thanks again, because I knew something wasn't right. And if that's what he wants, then he's going to be disappointed. Okay, so you want to know, so will your employment be long-term? Let's look. Spirit, tell me about J4444J's current employment, that the job that she's currently working at. Will that be long-term for J4444J? Is that a long-term job? We have the Chariot in the reverse. and the moon. Okay. You're not going to like it here because you're going to feel like you're losing control. I'm getting that there's something about you're not liking the power dynamic there. I don't know if this is coming from your boss or the expectations put on you. You're just going to feel a bit overwhelmed. And secretly, I think you're going to be trying to manifest something else at some point. I don't know if you're doing that now or will be doing that in the near future. With the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands in reverse, you just feel like there's not a lot of cooperation or collaboration, where you don't feel like this is a workspace where you're feeling valued, or like you're a teammate or you're on the same page as everybody. So I think there's going to be something that's going to hit you one day where you're just going to be like, I don't know if I want to stay here. And that's okay. Sometimes we can't be in a particular job for a very long time because it's just not a good fit for us. And that's what this feels like. So yeah, to avoid conflict, you just kind of not really bring it up or talk about the issues. But Spirit wants you to honestly be 100% honest with yourself and have that internal dialogue to ask yourself, do you want to stay in this for real or not? And if you feel like it's not what you need, you got to be willing to walk. And you don't have to announce it to your boss. You could be secretly looking for other jobs. And then once you get an offer somewhere, you can just up and dip. But if it's not happening yet, it's going to happen eventually. And you're going to really start feeling like, I'm not feeling that. Okay. I hope that helps. Hey, Earth Angel, how you doing? Okay, guys, we're going to get some more questions answered tonight. Remember, this is a free yes and no question. It's my Black Friday Live. Just saying thank you to my subscribers for supporting what I do here. J4444J says, thank you. Wow, that's all I can say. So I guess I was right. Listen, y'all got to stop sending me these little $2, $1. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I can't get jiggy with that. Y'all tripping. Sending me $2. I said $9.99. I'm going to stop answering these $2 questions, y'all. Y'all playing with me. All right. 1003K gone. Being cheap. I'll answer your question. Your question is, will the relationship with your ex and kids, dad improve? All right. Spirit, tell me about 1003K Gone's relationship with the ex and the kids. Dad. Will that improve? King of Swords in the reverse. And the Four of Swords. You know, it's a power struggle between you two. I think this person doesn't necessarily know how to get on the same page with you. I feel like there's some issues with being very selfish, this person. And they move at the beat of their own drum, and it's very hard to deal with. So the answer is no. I'm also noticing that this person can be very manipulative. And so when they're not getting their way, they will do things to be in their favor. Okay. So this is someone that you can't trust. I think you've kind of come to the conclusion with that. Definitely somebody you can't trust. And they're going to present a lot of challenges when they don't get their way towards you, to maintain control and get control of whatever it is they're trying to accomplish. So be careful with this person. I wouldn't trust them, not one bit. It will not improve. And I think you kind of know that. You just may have just needed the confirmation. So be careful with that person. All right. We're going to pick another freebie, y'all. We're going to pick another freebie. Drop hashtag Q into the chat if you have a dying question, a dying yes or no question. And I'll pick somebody that is ready to get a reading. All right, we have Lin Lin. Lin Lin. Lin Lin said, I'm about to get my free reading. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all sleeping on Mika. I'm about to get my freebie tonight. I don't blame you. I love the emojis. The emojis are adorable. Thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber to the channel and supporting what I do. Your question is, will someone come in for me in love that's long term next year? All right, let's see. Lin Lin says, yay! Let's see, boo. Spirit, tell me about Lin Lin. Lin Lin's love life. Will someone come in for her in love that is long-term next year, the year 2026? The Hermit, the Page of Wands underneath the deck, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. You know, I think you're not going to like the options that you're being presented. And you're going to look at these options as exciting, but nothing that sticks. Not for the long haul. Can you tell me why? You know, I think there's something about what you're doing that you're not changing, and as far as how you date and how you vet people, that's leading to karmic cycles. You're accepting breadcrumbs. And so there has to be a reevaluation, I think, with you, with the type of approach that you're using. So I would say put yourself out there more, because right now you're on the trajectory of meeting a lot of no's, which is typical. Dating, it takes time. It's not something where overnight you're going to meet your person. But if you're talking about you really want to find your person by the end of next year, you need to be actively dating, but you need to be able to be willing to use your discernment to say no to the things that you don't actually want. Because I think for a very long time, you've been accepting very little. Like, people will give you the illusions of happily ever after, but they're really kind of breadcrumbing their way into the relationships with you. So be careful with that. Be very careful with that. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. All right. Hold on a second, y'all. I got to send this email. Thank y'all so much for being here. Be sure y'all hit the like button. Show your girls some love. I'm going to get back to freebies in just a second. I just have to send this email real quick, y'all. Thank you for your patience. By the way, for those that are curious, I have a Black Friday sale going on right now. And so if you're interested in getting an emergency reading where you buy one and get one free, the sale is going to end very soon in about 3 hours at midnight. Because right now it's 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So there's only about 3 hours left in order to get that Black Friday sale that I'm running on my website. And I just put it into the live chat, the link to get there and book it if you're interested. That's what I'm doing, making sure I email my customers and clients, the people that are booking the readings, to make sure I don't miss anybody, because that's important. It's very important to me that people know I got their order and they are definitely on the list to get their reading within 24 hours. Once you check out, you'll get a voucher, a separate email from me with a voucher. And with that voucher, you will be able to book a second free emergency reading with me between now and the end of January 2026. So that means you'll get that mini reading live, not live, what am I talking about? You'll get that mini reading within 24 hours from me. It's a pre-recorded reading. And then you'll get a second reading whenever you want to use it between now and the end of January. So I've been getting orders as we're on this live, and I hate to have clients waiting because some of them don't realize that when you submit your payment, you get a confirmation email where you submit your questions. So sometimes I have to email people to kind of remind them of that. So that's what I was doing. Thank y'all so much for your patience for that. We're going to keep this train rolling. Just had to take care of that real quick. So again, if you want a free yes or no question on this live, you'll do hashtag Q into the chat with the question, and then I'll answer it live. If you send a super chat of $9.99 or more, then I will answer your question guaranteed on this live. Lynn says, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, it makes sense. Okay, good. I'm glad it helped. All right, let's do someone else. Remember, your question have to be yes or no. That's it. Okay, so Yee, I'll do your question next, but I can't answer the second part, but I can answer the first part, which is, are you on the right path? Are you on the right path? Spirit, tell me about Yee 1530. Is Yee 1530 on the right path? We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the King of Wands. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the 5 of Wands and the Devil in the reverse. I'm getting you are on the right path, but you still have some work to do, Yee. I think you are definitely on the path of self-development and improvement and taking control of your life. But then there's this part of you that really doesn't trust others right now. And I would say you can't do this healing journey alone. I do feel like there are some things that you may want to be open to reaching out to trustworthy people about, if you're open to that. If not, you're on the right path. I think the biggest blockage is trusting others. That's something you have to really kind of work through. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, 8 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So yeah, don't be scared to see the potential and look at this as a new opportunity to redefine your life. I think you're still learning a lot about yourself, this new version of yourself. breaking free from things that may have caused you a lot of pain or just were not healthy for you. And so it's like, it's a journey. Does that make sense? It's a journey, and you may need a little bit more support from others. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. It's good to know you're on the right track, I'm sure. That's just a little extra zest in case you needed it. All right. Cassandra, hey. Cassandra. Cassandra says, oh, Mika, I had a mini cry and release after you channeled my question. I understand all. Oh, I'm so glad I can help. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? But as I always say, Cancer, don't cry. Cancer, don't cry. But it's okay to have a good cry every now and then because it's release. It's getting it off of you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to get it off of you and you have to just let go and accept. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. But the reality is, does what you love the most really want you? And if they don't, you have to be willing to accept it. As hard as it is, you can't change what is. So it sucks to be in the predicament of loving someone who is not equipped to love you or just doesn't recognize your worth. But you're not alone. A lot of people go through that. It's just a season, though. You'll get through it. Give yourself grace. Be patient with the process. And be willing to do the work. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You said it makes sense. Yes, starting to really accept for who the person was. I feel so stupid. You're not stupid. It was a spiritual lesson. You know what I'm saying? We all go through those moments where we're in a very low vibrational, vulnerable state, and we want to believe that people are going to be something that we know that they're not equipped to be. But we feel like we can change a man or we can motivate a man, and we got to get out of that space because most middle-aged people are not going to change. They're just not. They are who they are. You know, the levels of changing typically happens in adolescence. Psychology of how somebody thinks and how they behave is developed in those early onset years. And so when they get of a certain age and they are what they are, when you meet them, you have to accept it and just say, that's just not my husband. That's not my man. That's not my person. And be okay with that. So good luck to you, boo. I'm glad I can help. Yeah. Okay. We're going to pick someone else, y'all. I'll do a couple more. Hashtag Q into the chat. Got a lot of energy tonight. I've been getting some rest today. I took a nap earlier. Y'all know I love my little nap time. So I am up. All right. I have Dishy. Is that right? Dishy 6542. Dishy 6542. You're next. Yee! So you want to know, will I get the study leave I requested? Okay. So you requested some study leave. Well, did she get the study leave that she requested? Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, yes. Yep. And we have underneath the deck the Queen of Wands in reverse and Three of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is somebody that's going to really be working with you. So if it's like whoever you requested it with, they're going to be willing to show some compassion and support and definitely work with you on this. That's good. I think you're lacking confidence with this request, but I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think you should be fine. I think they just feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Yes and no questions in the chat. Hashtag Q. Keva says, the cards speak to you clearly, Mika. I love it. Thank you so much. They do. For those that don't know, I am a professional tarot reader, clairvoyant, and intuitive healer, spiritual healer, give a lot of guidance and supports. And I thank each of you, you know what I'm saying? Because without you, this channel would not be where it is today. We've grown tremendously over the now, I would say, year and a half that we've been on this platform. So I really appreciate all that you guys do to keep me going, coming into my lives just about every single day, leaving your comments, liking the videos, providing me the opportunity to do personal readings to connect with you all. You guys are making this all possible. So what better way for me to give back? Also to remind you all, I am doing a giveaway on my channel every single month, giving away a mini read to lucky subscribers such as you. So all you got to do is go ahead and submit your entry at my website. We're going to be announcing the winner for November 2025 very soon. So if you have not submitted your entry, go ahead and do so. I'll drop it into the chat. I put a community post out there, but I don't know if everybody got it. But for some reason this month, I haven't gotten a lot of entries. So your chances are high of winning. So go ahead and submit your entry if you haven't done it already. All right, let's keep this train rolling, y'all. Okay, Patrice, you are next. Thank you, boo. I feel like I need to help you. You say you're very worried. You want to know about Zaquan. Zaquan. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Zaquan and Patrice. Will Zaquan and Patrice talk again? We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. And the Sun. Okay. What's the Sun? Okay, all right. And then to clarify the Sun, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Wands and the Lovers. What I'm about to tell you is probably not something you want to hear. But one of the most powerful things that a woman has is her intuition. In your question, you said you've been worried because you've been going through a lot. And you've been going through a lot because this person is really not happy in this relationship. In fact, this person doesn't believe that you are the one they want to be with. They look at this love connection as a burden. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not in a relationship, whatever this dynamic is, it just isn't aligned to making this person happy, okay? They're just not happy with it. And I think it's because you are very, I'm going to use the word bitchy, according to them. Your words are very sharp. You have these expectations and things that really set this person's off, because you expect a kind of friendship that this person is not willing to provide you, okay? I feel like at the end of the day, if you find that you're with someone as a friend or whatever you want to call it, a relationship. When I say relationship, I don't care what dynamic or level it's at. And you're getting behaviors from somebody that shows inconsistency, or you're showing they're pulling their energy back, take that as a sign that they're not really that into it, you know? So that's why you haven't heard from him, beloved. Because you said, I haven't heard from him and didn't do anything wrong. I be to myself and I understand you. Okay. Everybody doesn't look at relationships through the same lens. Kind of think of it like love languages. The way that I like to be loved looks different than maybe the way you like to be loved. You know, the way this person, looks for what they look for in a friendship may be different than what you're looking for. And that's where you butt heads, because you guys are expecting different things. And that tells you that this is not a good fit for your life. And it's not just friendships. I tell clients all the time, this goes with friendships, this goes with family, this goes with romantic relationships. If people are not really willing to put in the work and give you the experience that makes you feel full and satisfied, you have to put boundaries in place. As much as it sucks, you have to be willing to say it's just not a good fit for me. And they're going to have to respect that. Yeah. Kiva says, you give excellent advice and guidance. Thank you so much. What's the Seven of Cups in reverse? Yeah, this is this person's values, standards, expectations. It's just not jiving with you. That's the bottom line. And instead of just having a conversation with you, they can't. They can't do it. I'm sorry. They can't do it because they feel like you are hard to communicate with, because you come across with an attitude or something. Okay. All right. That's what I have. According to them, that's not meaning that you do now. That's just what they saying. That's according to their lens. That is their experience. Okay. So don't be coming for me. You're welcome, boo. All right. We're going to keep this train. We're going to keep this train. She says, LOL. We're going to keep this train rolling. And it was a she. Okay. So female drama. Got it. Here we go, y'all. I think we're going to do just a couple more questions. So last call for the last few questions. Drop your question into the chat, #Q. If you want to be a part of the last couple that get a guaranteed reading on this live, send a super chat of $9.99 or more, and I'll answer your question live. Okay. Last couple. All right, we're going to answer Nat's question. Nat, hey. So Nat wants to know, I cut all past people. Will I meet a new person in love? Okay, good. I'm glad you cut off your past people and you're moving forward with your life. That's the first step to clear your energy and your space to make available energetically for new people to come in. Where's my mug? Girl, that mug, it's in the cabinet. Look, we still making that mug functional, but I don't have it with me today. Oh, we still holding on by the hair of our chinny chin chin, man. All right, tell me about Nat's love life. She said, us Virgos gotta ask. Girl, I don't care about y'all. I'm still drinking out of my broken mug, okay? Because I'm an Aquarius and we don't care. We the rebel. We still gonna do, we don't care what y'all say, we doing it anyway. I know y'all can't stand it, but hey, it still works. It's sentimental. You know, it was sentimental. Mommy gave it to me. So tell me about Nat's love life. Will she meet a new person in love anytime soon? Will she meet someone new in love anytime soon in her love life? We have the star in the reverse. Speaking of Aquarius, star in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Magician in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, old Nat, you're not ready. You're not ready. And it's because emotionally, I don't even think you trust your own judgment at this point because of the past history that you've had with the type of partners that you've connected with. Yeah, you don't feel ready for a relationship because you're scared. You say that, but I saw the Magician underneath the deck, the Magician in reverse. So it's almost like you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself, I'm ready to go out there, but you're really not ready. And I don't know if you saw the Virgo reading that I did today. But that's where you at with it. So I think not now. I think eventually you will, but it's going to be a healing journey first. So you're going to go through a phase of still trying to get over the past to build your confidence to be willing to explore. The most that you would do is probably just like see what's out there and just not really take it super serious because you don't even trust your own judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lack of confidence issue. And so I think you have to build up your confidence and kind of believe like now that you are beginning to recognize the mistakes you made in your past, you can use better judgment moving forward. And you have to trust that. You have to trust it and tell yourself, I've learned, I see, I know, and I will not allow myself to settle in the future. But let's be honest, Nat. There is no such thing as finding the perfect person right then and there. It's a process and you're going to have to just put the risk out there. You know, love is like going to the casino. You can hope, but you're going to put the bet on love and just hope it works out. But where people mess up is even though they put themselves out there, you have to always be willing to retract and say, give me get my chips and walk out this casino. But some of y'all want to keep putting your chips in on a very risky situation and end up losing it all. So if you're able to do a one little chip at a time, a little bit, just a little bit, and evaluate, see how it's going, you'll have success. So take your time and just evaluate and see where it goes. I hope that makes sense and I hope that helps you a little bit. Okay. Good luck to you, Nat. Don't give up on love. Just take your time. Tess. Hey, Tess. How you doing? Getting a lot of Soul Tribe members. So you know I got to answer my Soul Tribe folks questions. They are paid members of the channel. So of course they get courtesy, of course. Hey. So Tess, you want to know about the Scorpio. Oh, you were sick lately? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. So let's look at this Scorpio and see, will they reach out and apologize? Hey, T-Rose. Oh, the flu. Ouch. That sucks, man. Thank God you're doing better. Jeez. I hate the flu, man. It's brutal. It's like near death. You know, at least when I get the flu, I feel like I'm about to die. Jeez. All right, tell me about this Scorpio that's on Tess's mind. You're very welcome. Will this Scorpio reach out and apologize to Tess? Will this person reach out and apologize to Tess? We have the Sun. And we have the Emperor in the reverse. What is this Emperor in reverse? Okay. King of Swords in reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. And then we have the Temperance. Listen, this person is a trip. This person's a trip. They like to be in control. They like to control how this whole thing goes. And if they have to lie, deceive, and manipulate you, that's what they're going to do. So I don't think this person has it in them to apologize per se. I think this is a quite stubborn individual that will not actually say the words, "I'm sorry." I think all this person will do is lie to you to keep you in their energy. That's their way. Exactly. Huge ego. That's what I'm picking up. This person is a trip. So this is how this is their way of apologizing. Let me tell you what this looks like. It looks like this person reaching out eventually, once they swallow their pride and ego, once they realize you may be getting away, Tess. And then what they will do is they're going to tell you probably everything you want to hear to keep you in their grasp. And that's going to inflate their ego and feel like, yeah, I'm still in control. I still got her. She ain't going nowhere. I knew she wasn't going nowhere. You know, that kind of mess. So the best thing you can do with people like this is go no contact. Because even if they were to fix and repair this relationship, they don't really want to choose you. There is just going to be another time wasting situation. They don't want a relationship for real. They don't want love for real. Then what the hell do they want then? They want to be a player. Knight of Cups in the reverse. They want to... I'm also getting a little get back. I'm getting like, oh, Tess thinks she's big-ish now because she don't want to call me. She don't want to text. She don't want to chase me. Oh, she thinks she all that. Okay, check this out. I'm about to tell her all this stuff. I'm about to spit some real game. And what she don't know behind her back, I'm a dog her ass out. Yeah. Because they're not doing too good. When they reach their all-time low, that's when they hit you up for help. Help me, please. But they're not going to tell you that. It's hidden underneath the surface right here. But I done told you. That's what it is. It's survival for them. Help me. I know you're good for it, but I don't want you. And since you disrespected me, it's payback. Scorpios are good for that. Eye for an eye. BS. That's what it's on. And stay blocked. Exactly. Enough said, girl. Because like you said, this is how he is. Yeah, this is how he is. And see, I tell y'all ladies this all the time. When a man shows you who they are, that's who they are. They're not going to change. They're not going to change, y'all. That's who they are. And so you cannot believe that when they come back, they're going to be something else. They're going to be who they are. They're just going to get better at playing you. And that's what the Scorpio is going to do. They're going to get better at playing you because now they got more information. He knows more about what you're about, what you can figure out, what you know, what gets you weak, what makes you let you drop your guard, that kind of stuff like that. And now that they know, we gonna run another game on you. But better this time. Don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for the hype. It's all game. All day long. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do one more. Only one more, y'all. One more for the road. And then I'm gonna get some rest and enjoy the rest of my evening chilling. I feel like I've been on YouTube all day, but I've been off for the Thanksgiving break. For those that don't know, I'm a school teacher, so I've been off today and all this week. And so I have a little energy. So I thought I would come on and give back some love because, there's a lot of people out here that's struggling. They can't afford to get personal readings, but they have some dying questions. And I really don't mind helping people out. I'm really big on that. That's that humanitarian spirit for real. Like, I really do want to help people out. That was the whole purpose of making this channel. So the people that really just don't have the money, but you have the patience, this is what I'm doing. So I'm hoping it's helping people tonight. Yep. Somebody says Aquariuses are like that. We are. We'll give like the shirt off of our back. We'll be dead dog tired. But if we really love somebody or care about somebody, we will be like ride or die. Just about. Yep. Yeah. Trippy says you're doing God's work. Absolutely. I love to help people. It fills my heart with joy to know that I'm helping people get through one of the more difficult things in their life. And that's love, because love is not something you go to school for. Love is not something some of us saw good examples of in our childhood. So if I'm able to use my spiritual gift to really help people navigate through some of the more difficult, complicated experiences in our life, which is our love life, I'm all for it. Heck, you know what I'm saying? And even if you don't get a reading tonight, maybe you'll learn something from someone else's experience. So it's always good to watch these for those that are just trying to be on a track of spiritual healing, better improvement, and being more in line with attracting your divine counterpart instead of attracting karmics or people that are beneath you. Dan says, how am I doing tonight? I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm doing great, but I'm going to just do one more question. All right. And that lucky person is going to be Yvonne. Yvonne, hey. Yvonne is asking, is the person I'm seeing now your person? All right. Tell me about Yvonne. Tell me about Yvonne, the person that's on her mind. Yvonne says, yee! With a little dance. I love it. Tell me about this person that she's thinking about, that she's considering. What is this person's true intentions with Yvonne? Is this person having true intentions of serious commitment and such? The Sun in the reverse. Three of Wands. Okay, why the Three of Wands? Okay, Ten of Wands. Okay. The answer is no. I think they're being very overly optimistic, but if they were to be honest with themselves, they're not ready. This is someone that's coming in for their own selfish reasons. And as they're dating you, they're definitely going to feel like this progress that needs to be made to live up to your expectations is going to be a little bit much. It's a little bit much. So it's a karmic cycle. It's a karmic cycle. I think this person is not equipped to be emotionally vulnerable or present, but they're okay with you pouring love into them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a personal transformation that this person needs to go on because they have a lot of emotional baggage that they're carrying. And they're going to try to dump all that into your lap to make them feel better. So I don't know if this person has some type of sob story or experience that they're sharing with you that they went through. I want to tell you right now, it's not your job to be this person's therapist or their support person. Don't let that happen because it's going to cause you a lot of pain. And it's going to feel like you are doing therapy work instead of building a life with someone. This person needs to go get a therapist because you're not it. Yeah, the attention is everything for this person right now. Yeah. Yep. Yvonne says, spot on, Mika. Lots of past trauma. That's what I'm picking up. They need a therapist. Be a good friend and say, I think you really need to go speak to someone. And so when you're ready for something serious, maybe I'll be around, maybe not. That's what I would tell them. Yvonne says, say no more. I know. Okay. All right. Well, I think those are the messages that all of you all need to hear for tonight, at least for me. I think I'm done. I've been on this thing for a few hours now. Thank you guys so much for supporting what it is I do. This was very much a beautiful experience to connect with you all and to give you guys the guidance and clarity, hopefully that can help you with making better decisions moving forward for you. Never base your decision based on a tarot reading, always base it on what you feel like would be best serving you to get you to the next level. Of course, my job always here is to uplift the collective and give you guys the guidance and clarity for you to make the right decisions. But if repeating karmic cycles is in your cards, sometimes we have to in order to learn the powerful lessons, because no matter what happens, spiritual tests are always going to be there. This is where you have to use your discernment and you have to decide for your life and your future if you want to waste your time or if you want to take control of your life, rise up to really value yourself, your worth, and protecting your peace. I leave you with that, collective. Thank you to our amazing mods tonight that came through to support the channel. Thank you, T Rose. And thank you to all of you who decided to submit a payment today to get a guaranteed reading today. Also, before you guys go, there's only a couple of hours left for you guys to take advantage of that buy one, get one free emergency reading deal that I have at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. If you're interested in that, I'll explain it one more time. You just go to the website. I'll drop the link into the chat. Go to that website, book the emergency reading. Once you book the reading, you'll get a separate email from me with a voucher. And in that voucher, you'll be able to use a code to check out on my website for your next emergency reading for free. And that voucher will be good until the end of January 2026. So you can book your second reading anytime between now and that time period. So it's a great deal. And I know everybody doesn't have the funds to do it. So what better way to celebrate Black Friday than to give away free readings tonight? So if you missed it, no worries. I'll probably do another one again in the near future. But if you want me to definitely dive into your unique situation, it's always wise to book a personal reading with me at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. As always, in this video and in all of my videos, all the important links are down in the description box below. Take care of yourself, collective. Remember, time is the most valuable thing you have in this lifetime. Don't waste it on things that are not serving you. Good night, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.